for Mojuma. But about we, our purpose will be a companies are ma or much matter. I use Magana for any be. Thousands of them say the more and this was or more enthusiastic. Tell me, I'm a more Ghana Boundary Commission, so Kaya Ghana Yenya Oyeno, Cote d'Ivoire for Eber and Nimuse Oyani or Modia. Am I could be international court in Ghana for there. Sabri Ghana Boundary Commission for all moment the bill about. I said, yeah, the man almost an abaya, on bit married. I was a Ghana authority in the Senate, a year. If you move a pronoso and a assassin, on my own wood madiapa, EPA bill, IMF, a conditionalities be attached to the EPA bill as it may pass. Yes, first and second reading. Third reading, say, on the other base, a one man, as I say, it me a year. And what himself a parliament went to me and yes, our base in Wojuma. The next session of parliament, as I start to be there for my fresh. Yes, Mr. Say. And we read this particular parliamenter. So the meetmaker said, a parliament via Yentimian Yemra, a dozen pa.
Eti wuyi te say mrai boundary bill ni free senior high school bli esi nchen ya say we no mo antena se anya ntumu a enkofo ha obi ama ana
ntimi ni aba me bizazo ye nyina za Ghana ye bombra say ye mi adwuma mfama ye nkwara na wi school meboa enti factories na nya pepa say omba ba bibie factories ewo eye one district one factory na ni ayina ewo the various district na enwu nya na. That's the first question. Second, free senior high school bill no identity na this one bezebejetum because omano exercise the time and introduce free senior high schools so dey be free bia no yaba party doing get Akan say ebi before nya won chobonti ade mo 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 ba on betwum ne to so biom Ghana Boundary Commission e wonya na EPA bill e wonya aban e wo ska bi e pese gina ya de fa ya teacher for ne nurse for ne nyina no amaso tie mi so say and this for money da o makoma so but here near can say o ma to aba man say ma meso mo man no mesrem pipi for say this for dia o mo yi enya dia o man da o makoma so and the o mo ye ne kire so o mo ba enya de o mo de bi bia ba de abrobo man no ti Ghana for etie me enkoto aba maintain MPP na be ya free senior high school ni ama epese ye editor kire no mu kan ye benya kwanya na ye because paper mponi na ye papa joma ama ka say on no 2 billion na on funds spend wo free senior high school no omo ba no mba ba be ye enne oba kontomra no oso omo ba nkukobuo na ye kan no wa be repeat wo eno kura de wata the meat pie Akan also obetimi amankwa obetuto meat pie nkitinkiti di ama branches there no ma to meat pie and then Ghana for here na say pe free senior high school and then ye papa ba ominya obi owo ni sadu ehun so ba obema koko akuafo emma akọ university be use koko scholars for na wo no e dey among scholars and then ye peti enya nkuko buo ne meat pie ne ho kikan ya e papa say di nkejana jo mahama ni na wo weto no say no mba omde be ma Ghana ma
yo enti say ahoboa bi guso a mo be frame ra hyebedwa no ana fra bi enam kwan mu a eba ye da ben
me no ka say die me nua ba me leader ye honorable Elizabeth Mark Emma directive ye speaker ni obeka no wan kana ni leader ebeka tire no yenso no ye be di so na yama ye tie for swat
honorable we bedo ase
Honorable
Alex Tete, Deputy Majority Chief Whip, or Science, we are contemporary Rashibedjani, and I would say, no ebo and comey. Yet, Wakas Yabono eso. Kane Amansaku Batano, Futu for Sonko, Ewo, a memopa emu, ye Professor Bafo Ajimendria, no dear Futu Amma, Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Alban Somana Kingsford Bagbin, as Esan or ye penny, Cassia, Ewo, May, Mona, no Drew Brumunte Sabio, one I wanna see one a year Jumana be a formoa, more shenipano and from so any name on her say. Ghana a year in Kosu Tino, or betty me a tuana moa, a din kabumu and afe and cancro aba or maimo. Now, what just say, we share a Nisua Huna Hodua or war, say speaker Nasubia, what dear Kuti ye pa, ewo mrashebedwafi a eni se wo makwan ema Yura Alexander afenyo marke na wo yedom kese ba no deni ne nsem bi okekan ne anamo ahodo bi a otuye ekopie mu ewo Supreme Court ama enei atemu aba se ono asem a wo kan ye no eni se wo mde eye adwuma no yade bi a ebe ha ne de nanso onwene oman Ghana nkankro ene ne yie ho ekane na wo side to dwabie no o kire se ehun behia mpo as Speaker of Parliament nso ensem enkrofo keka efa ho wo mo a eto nsem no wo mo edi nchini tumu wo mo a ebe ewo ho nyina no obebu ani nyina agu nche baabi na wahwese oman Ghana enkoso nti ene na somdwe nti obetu anamompa
utieti nsem ani pe kan dia 7 produce na normal bibre ho a wonye nti ukoti sa bia osi o obi adwuma nti besuma yi se anase menye sei na opanyi die na wo hewe se majority leader se wo nsem bia ba na se wo kan bia na se sabe wani atre wani nton na wakeka nsem mfata eno eni se opanyi na wo no akasa tia no de ya asem se we ya akase nti me so anya me so se na maye no panyi die na nya keto we panyini a ena sansinsimu eba uso enti na make us baby o si de mu adi ni nkonya aka ye mo ho ban o so mo adwene ba form na etimi hwe ekwan ye befa so na ya ma omen enkoso no akoso amaye
na Professor Bafo Ajimadua wa mananso fa so edito empanyimfo ahodo omde deda Ghana ya memu nkrabata miensa no ano mrashebedwafo atemu adwumakuo no na afi so no mampanyi asoeye ese edru bibi atise ya na se bibi ekofa nchinyuaso ne ade eba wonfa wonan ensi fom no mo nkyere mpanyinnie wo mo nam mpanyinnie esu se na ebe ya o my Ghana ebekọ nanim
Omamu no isebani sa na mo mpanyimfo a sebe ye de mo di anim se president for judges for parliamentarian for speaker for some most behave to say school any union na idea na chese ye man asumdwe ni mokra ti em se bibia din se ba na obeka se hu mpanyimfo so obi wo ho a oman bi celebrating say we national hero na chese in the midst of crisis no ipakro timi gina pintin eji oman si ho na many pabe heroes and as heroes so in such a crisis no here leaders are almost insensem bi betoto nche no hu se oman na yeso ho butae enkoso na somdwe enunti na ayo panyini
ne krakra mo na Professor Ajimadua esade atudwa akasatia national chairman ya oda NDC amayuko no yewra esiedu enketi asemo a ode ato NDC mrashebedwafo no anim se speaker eto nsa from se wo mmra mrashebedwa setena wo mhwe na obia ankono wo chese sa asem no a opanyine kan no entwa yi.
In my humble video, I am unfortunate, say party chairman, or due to me, redirect the action of Parliament. Parliament is an institution of state, and yet institution for any political party. This is here you say, oh, Parliament is what? No, about a national figure. Of course, I'm not blind to the fact, say, you're also there to serve the interest of your party. Nanso no, in some cases, say, it's not the party that you look at. You look at the nation as a whole and what would best serve the interest of the nation. Or say, Butrebi ba, empeng for no ma or more adjune etofom kakra. Who said, yes, no, or man, a switching Supreme Court, a switching executive, a switching Parliament, or my Ghana. Tina said the yenya sorry I ni betimi I said the man bekoso
ene a oti ye Professor Bafo Ajimadua oye former United Nations Governance Advisor na odi sanse mi tu dwawie na ena yesuma yen Central for Christiana Labi ena Juliana Powers so wo muntu anamoy na wo nso enko Montenso no many Ghana for nkomo isa saka na wotwe miensa pepepe na omei ye kwa kotoaba aso ehu behia se ye beto nsa frem ra hyebedwa so momra asetana na
So almost see if you person pass about the 3 months workers salary something like that. I think that would be the only priority. So almost setting to make passing and then from there they can go back.
Because you control believe you and some my the bed. My befra. Woman no young jacket
and never be out somewhere before the end of the year. Budget for next year budget so other idea somewhere and sana we say that come back. That's at least something be do carbon and so my the next year much more come back there.
As they say, Omon Kotu Abano, Evie and Sana, Omawabe, call for Parliament because a bare waste of time.
I think if it is in the law and it's required that they should reconvene, I think that's the best that they should do. And if it is not going to hamper the activities of the country, then I think they should do that.
I don't think it's necessary for them to recall Parliament at this moment. I think they should wait after the elections so that they can do it.
We a manfo binum adwenkyere nsem nyina yensenhwere ne William Gentu ena eboano ebaye Opanyina wotu franka ama amayuko ya ede Ghana Union Movement gum osiye bre Osofo Christian Kwabena Andrews ediya Ghana ha dodo no adenim no osofo kirabosom na ode atudwa so onde wogine hudi pa ese afia bato no opeja NDC ni MPP amayuko mienu nyina ede wo mahwefom se etusa na Ghana fo ni bebo omhoso no no kirabosom oye mampanyi onne tia banwa no so no ahwatoto ne mayie ama Ghana etimi akonenem ne woka nyina ne se NDC ni MPP amayuko nyina abedada Ghana fo efie porpore aduasa mienu nie we be dada Ghana fo na wokwa na fofora ba no so de ndi aba befem saa no mo dada yen ya we ko na we yaba enti bibi pebia enni sama yoko mienu yi emu ye no nti no oka che Ghana fo se wo munyi wo mani enfri NDC ni MPP so na mom wo fo mani enhye gum ama yoko no so esan so no osofo kirabosom wa wiata so won hyehye pa bebre e wo hono mo a ode beboa apegye wo mayi esan se o man ya yedi buru mfie aduosi a ye ko mfie aduoso ankanya ne se atete ko ntebe yesi kasem ne adwadie enkoye bibia yesi basa enso obo ade seda ehira yempa na wodi tudwa chem se womo a aye krado campaign ema amayoko miunu no womo nkan hunu se sika ne de dada womo sika no wombegye ade awie no mu di wie a eno wombeti womba bi nka
Mayukovmi no edi omeyi sumfi bebre womu edi sivu Ghana for adada Ghana for both MPP ni NDC esanso mo ba omo de yebe we anya hwe oni mo boss kano edi twen election no mo de process mo t-shirt no matetiama Utah 7 presidents Mayukunu ba bonte no mo endu ba bia no mo 3 years 4 years 5 years nti ne no nkola no abenyi nya 18 omo akomada omo nyi live builder omo hu ne ma ekoso nti omo kwa kuso di omachi ifise omo ye mofra 250 City Kurama Kolana no di echire kom di wo ewi ase so pese odi ni paso a uma ekom di ni pakro no na afi na ahode obidi wo a odi ka krema no kora no odi ochi sana MPP ni NDC ekoso eyo man but ye di nim se eba ni ma betuma sesa na kudim di enso ewo yakwemo eba
na Reverend Kwabena Andrews efa so ede adesede eto ni party echitafo na sorema eni ade nyina se womo emma Ghana ena womo komaso na womo nyiri womo honye campaign yie pa osi adwuma no wo fom womo nkofom ho na enhyehyeye pa gum aye na adwene se wode beboa asesa wo mei ehyebre no womo ntimi enka ho asem na omanfo nto aba wo se be ya saade no ebetimi abem
Midday make catch Ghana for nyina na se omomodena se obey campaign dia magum sanse gum ani suade hu ne se ye ba bibie nwuma mankofo nya adwuma ye na ye nya nkofo bia nkofo na sponsor ye amya ba nti ye bete ye ka omotugu nyina no Ghana for nyina nka hu se ebidru ba bi na omonye tumi na ombete omoka asana madwere Ghana ho nti mfie ndan no sika bibo motugu efiri bra momko primaries so ebesi se ombedru ba bi wodru ni presidential yi campaign mo mante so enwum to asa ewo de almost everywhere sika almost send do so pawo nti Ghana fo nyina miani ada oni ani ate ene ye koso akasa che nkofo nyina e ma me no nka nkyere ma no so me nto aba no ma number 4 so fu kira bosom na omra na nkofo ni sensi fo mo nke babo Ghana
Any I would see ye your penina or yakofa by no nukroya agent to Franca ama Ghana Union Movement Gum also for Christian Kwabena Andrews Abdullah Dasmani and a buan semiano ebaye. Omen so afọ ohwe enwumesua ensem so eye Dr. Oseyaw Educhum na wode ensem bi ababetu dwa efa NDC mrashibedwani a wo noton abaton pesua so Samuel Kujeto ablakwa sobo a wode bebo yes secondary school ahodo na senior high schools ahodo a ewo meimu no emo ya yede ekoma wo mo no emo no sebe apro adore mmoa ene ade na wochiremu se National Buffer Stock Company Limited womo ena mo no womu tu ho na manase womu nua ne sem ne ade no womu etu ho na mo na womu to mo no edifi Lamens Ventures ya oyero kujeto ablakwa ensem a odikoto dwa ewo X handle so enanu ukuada November bosome na to so edu emiensa ewa fimo no na kire se ne nsaka krata bi efri FDA asantemantemu womo akache December bosome no ne da na to so aduonu nkono ewo afi etwa mu no mfiempi mienu ene aduonu miensa na nsemo na ewom no kire se FDA womo adwene se womo ene Lamens investment womo bebo womo ka 150,000 Ghana cedis na more 15,000 bucks no womo temi asai no na sa 15,000 bucks more ayeka ho asem no womo adani mu ade agu botto foforo mu achese womo siesie no foforo kra ensomo na nye adore mo apro ye ni kwan se onipa dasani etimidie nanso FDA fo no ekiremu ese ye de yi pressure bi ato womo so a womo antimi entoa na mo a na wose nkomutimi etu no sansemi ne so boy nyina yero kujeto ablakwa ene ka ho asem ne no ena enwumesua so afo Dr. Oseyaw Educhum ababontedi ababetu dwa ese enye no kore baako se no kore baako kora se enim na sansemi so wote ye no Oma National Food Buffer Stock for etu anamon ene Lamens Ventures for yekoyi omu hwehwemu ene ade a wochiremu se Free Senior High School enuane a yede emma womo no enya ade a eye basa na se ye bone ana apro na yeko ahomaso na yene no Tom Rashibedwani Samuel Okujeto ablakwa yene no edi enkomo honorable ewie ye mo ha o
Yo, Major so mania.
Yo, Dr. Oseyaw Educhum, waba bonten se ansam a wode betu dwafa mo a wo susu se anase FDA fo e de abetu anim se na apro ene ho kro ne ban ansam ni nyina enya no kre ba kokra.
Yo, me da se de kai ma mencha tiefo nyina na memfan to just say asem we a esino enye amanyosem sabi yenyina yankola eco school wo Ghana yankola wo senior high school na asem we a ye kan ho asem no enye MPP NDC CPP ediane a enye de there's no discrimination eco do school wa yembisa se why na ne papa ye NDC ni ana ne papa ye MPP ni and as I say asem we ye discuss it dispassionately without any partisan coloration. Having said that, in some na made two journal, and yeah, edia mena masum diabonibe and a figment of my imagination and a made two journal. Yeah, in some AC me wo trata documents, me wo evidence baki bibia. Edi kind no cre say company be a friend of Lamens Africa Investments Limited, Lamens. Omo ekoye rebargain. In other words, mona omo imported from India, a friend of Moshosho rice. Omo hun say expire December 2023. And omo koye Canada, omo ni National Food Buffer Stock Company for. And omu ye mono from the original packaging added to bag fufro omu churo was so ECOWAS rice made in Ghana omu anchuro expiry date was so and omu koche asem way I make kan ho asem no mo frɛ Ashanti Regional Police Commander ombe confirm say omu nya tip off and omu call Buffer Stock Company wo ewo Kumasi ɛna ɔmo kɔkye ɔmo nyinaa ɔmo kye corporate no na a director of laments a friend of Simon J ɔno also na ɔwɔ hɔ na supervise the criminal act ɛna ɔmo kye no mo frɛ FDA Ashanti region ɔmo confirm sɛ ɔmo so ɔmo nya tip-off a ɔmo call site hɔ a me wɔ FDA for krata a ɔmo kyerɛɛ signed by the head of the FDA in Ashanti region confirming say laments for the ɔmo yɛyɛ no ɔmo anyɛ ne yie it was a criminal conduct na as I say ɔmo contacted FDA for that facility krano had to be registered under the Public Health Act at 851 when you na ɔmo anyɛ nti deɛ na ɔmo yɛ no it was criminal and it put the lives of the SHS students at stake. Mene kasa say laments for ɔmo agye tum sɛ deɛ ɔmo yɛyɛ no ɔmo anyɛ ne yie ɔmo atua 50% of the fine yɛ fine ɔmo 50,000 Ghana cedis the original fine yɛ 100,000 cedis now so ɔmo tua half ɔmo tua yɛ on the 3rd of January this year me wɔ krata ne nyinaa ma publishing ne nyinaa enti asɛm wei nyinaa meka ho asɛm no ɛyɛ fact me wɔ evidence my intercepted documents ni nyinaa enti ɛnyɛ a figment of my imagination enti asɛm a laments for company na engage in this criminality in collaboration with the National Food Buffer Stock Company no Ebanisena Dr. Yao Ose Educhu Minister of Education Becca say enya nokre you can't just say enya nokre what is the evidence as minister to counter what I have put out because documents in media journal none of the institutions aka say enya nokre FDA for and to main challenge here Ghana Police Service omo letter dated 21st December 2023 confirming the arrest and writing to FDA say among tested samples and samples now FDA for testing year results no ba bonting 6 February this year FDA for ankasa almost examination results I confirm say a mono a year contaminated and yet na a year insect infested and it also has high fat acidity and yet ama even more to consume me were all of this evidence media tuja and the Ministry of Education cannot claim say and then purport to be defending laments identifying a minister or defending laments minister as I say or defending Yankola yet not to say unprotected Yankola not to defend companies omoankasa agye atum say omoanye ne ye omoatua fine fine no FDA for me or receipt FDA assign it say fine na ye de mam no moatua half 50,000 nti monje mo receipt me or receipt ni nyina nti how on earth can you say asem kese say enye no pre meanwhile no miniaba unim say Auditor General Okay, 2021 Auditor General Report, page 133, any page 142. Auditor General had discovered in 2021 said this same company, Laments, or more, a supply unwholesome food. Ediania enye. Auditor General, America, 2021. And at that time, no, Auditor General recommended said National Food Buffer Stock Company, take action. Anka take action in 2021 anka same way AC this year anka NC me no kasa say aduane a enye yankola are consuming across the secondary schools mo ankasa mumfre the heads of these senior high schools be confirming to you sir they received this rice from Laments without expiry date meanwhile Ghana okay LI 1542 it is an offense a criminal sir obe repackage eduane na we expiry date na wako distribute ana wako ton it is against our laws into the directors of Laments instead say minister but defend omo instead of protecting our children defending our children no as I say or order the arrest these directors of Laments should be arrested and prosecuted Now, as I say, Minister of Education, after the 2021 Auditor General's report, no, now as I say, almost blacklisted company way, almost blacklisted or more, and we will not be where we are today. And many about media, I've been doing this oversight for years.
Yeah.
And yet, I don't just talk about issues. Me need evidence. From National Cathedral, from Snake Hotels, from presidential travels, drip. I can go on and on and on. Sputnik V vaccines, SkyTrain, and all of those things. They be expose via me debe to journal. My yem in me what evidence. My check it, my verify, my yem validation. And sana me debe to journal because me name the implications. I can be sued, I can lose my seat, and all of that. There are grave consequences if you just. This is very serious matter. To me. Indicted will be company. We need evidence. Many about the minister must come again. May call it for an independent inquiry into this matter because we can't trust the Ministry of Education. Clearly, no more take it sides. They are on the side of the company, a criminal company. As I say, yanya an independent investigation into this matter, and the president himself must speak to this issue. As I said, president. Or trade leadership in this matter. Now, or sanction, or more muye juma war National Buffer Stock Company, Alaji Abdul Wahab, or MPP parliamentary candidate, or Pusiga, Nana Boachi, or board chairman. Adentina Omoma appoints Omo storage facility. Say, laments for Ebabe rebagging, that criminal rebag Omo in violation of Act 851. Adentina Omo sir. Why is nobody being sanctioned? And in all of this, Yankola Omo Health, which is at risk. Who kind doctors report on the FDA examination results? You will be totally outraged. Say, Yamakwine, because of official complicity, this Tony company, Omo is so powerful because of political connections in T. Ediania. Yasevi ama Yankola over 22,000 bags of more enye Yankola edi. Doctors say it can even lead to liver cancer. It can lead to all kinds of health, long-term health implications. Adentina, yes, sir. And we need an urgent, independent inquiry into this matter. As I said, President Ankasa was setting up a commission of inquiry. Now, the perpetrators of this heinous crime, they ought to be brought to justice.
Sami mimi sawe wonkase mo na wokase FDA womotimi afine company laments 450,000 Ghana cedis. No womatua ena baby so a eche madwen kakra ono sa no pay ne minister deputy minister of education edi sa asemi ho komo ema o deny no flat se enye no kre na ye no kra anka mo a o ma supply man koda edi at least anka ebinum ahase e show signs of ebia yare bia na bibi etesa nti sa ansem no kre nim
Eddie Kain, evidence of me one laments on much 50,000. Once originally what kind the internal memo of FDA of 29 December. Now FDA for more better more finding almost 150,000. But later due to some pressure almost reducing it to 100,000. 100,000 laments at half. That's 50,000 almost on the 3rd of January, Omo letter, Omo Managing Director, Mr. Achefi Mensa, no signing his letter, me will copy. Or admit it, say, Omo Nyeni, Omo Valeti Act 851, and Omo Nyebium, Omo Tia Fine. I have all the letters. And the Deputy Minister, Okase Nyano Kreno, Ono Ena Ochantro. In addition to that, Deputy Minister Reverend Johnny Timfojo, me will crata FDA for their report. Omukoti minister, sir, Omunine Kasaya, January this year. Anka minister no the deputy minister, Reverend John Intimfojo. I put it to him that he was interviewed and Omua na Omo pilot pressure, sir, Omunko check emono. He was part of it. he is part of this complicity. And in every investigation that is conducted, any credible investigation in this matter, he has to be questioned. And the deputy minister, Onimhubi, he was interviewed. Me wa FDA letter, no? The FDA investigative report. Reverend Johnny Tim Fojo is quoted. Say he is aware. Ankao Ati, as deputy minister, he will have stopped the redistribution of this rice to the schools. Enti wanyene juma. Enti na oka say enye you can't just be saying say enye when there is a preponderance of evidence. Evidence ni nyina wo ho. Evidence ni nyina wo ho. Enti Auditor General report so no of 2021 enye nokre. Anka omo act here 2021 na anka omo blacklisted company way, and this company will not have continued with their bad acts. Can Auditor General's report, page 133 and 142. In addition to unwholesome food items, no, the company was even undersupplying. Say sikana yetia omo no. Omo schools now they go and undersupply. Omo supply even the right quantities based on payments omo enya. According to the Auditor General, 2021 Auditor General's report, page 133 and page 142. In the Auditor General so boa. Boa, Auditor General Subwa, FDA Boa, Ghana Police Service, JJ Boy, the Chief Superintendent in charge of crime in Ashanti region, or signing a letter 21st December confirming say we arrested Lamens for no no leading operations. I got Chiomo at the National Buffer Stock Warehouse. When you like all these institutions, I control Ghana Police Service, I control. FDA for almost the Deputy Minister, Reverend Johnny Tum Fojo Ekasaya, Reverend Minister, almost FDA for Echantro, and a Meso Mechantro, all of these institutions, into Ministry of Education, Laments for so almost throw a letter, 3rd January, admitting, say, Oman Yeni Ye, na Omun Yeni Bium, na Omu Tia Fino, into Laments for so almost Chantro. The Ministry of Education, and I am for myself. I mean, Abba. This doesn't make sense.
And Sami, and you know, the band one more chair, Omodico schools.
Omodico schools, no, 1st and 2nd February this year, unfortunately. Na parliamentary oversight, no, unfortunately, no. Omonia Dianeno, Nina, and Colani di Nina.
Yes.
And the sad part, and they say, Omoche Dianeno 1st and 2nd February to the schools, no. And me will list headmasters, Nina almost sign in for the food. Me was St. Monica's there, me was Presec there, me was Bolga, me was Bolga SHS, me was Konongo Odumase Senior High School. Me was Nina, me was list Nina, and the various signatures. Until the headmasters cannot deny, sir, Omo receive laments it anyway. Until that was 1st and 2nd of this year.
Okay.
And FDA results, no, they drew 6th February. Anka omuncha FDA results na anka omuncha eduane because FDA results no I confirm say eduane nya mono na emwa wom they had insect infestation and high fat acidity na enye wholesome. And you see the deputy minister can say yente say inkolano ewu ana they have health. How can you know when you haven't conducted a medical screening, when you haven't asked for the evidence? Talk to parents. Only petitions are received since this matter. The number of awofo or more frame or more the medical records abba the way Omunkola were rushed to hospital, food poisoning, according to doctors' reports and all of that. Odia a national inquiry into this matter. Ubehu evidence abeba. The number of students, the number of parents are omobebaho ababe narrated their ordeals. And see, Deputy Minister to me in the office and can say, no dear. I mean, are you a doctor? Do you run a hospital? How do you know, sir, the students have not had serious implications and have not been rushed to the hospital? Look, in every country, such a matter will be taken seriously. Immediately, there will be a national inquiry, and then there will be mass screening, medical screening of the students. But bibiano yediye
Same bakwa me di twato bakwa me di twato ama sa laments company no hwehwe mu no eye hwan company a
great question. Ente ishishemu na ma tumia secure incorporation document. Incorporation document HSL Lamens Africa Investment Limited. Directors no yemieno. Mr. Achefi Mensa and Mr. Simon AJ. Na omo register company no 30th July 2020. Into omo register company no in a few days and omo first contract from Buffer Stock. They were single sourced. They didn't go through a competitive process. And any company omo track record ABR omo yejuma so many years. And the Auditor General's reporter, even some of these concerns were raised about the credibility of this company. And that is the fact. July 2020, and directors no or more only company no, Mr. Jefi Mensa and Mr. Simon AJ.
Same me do be say bi before bi asi akira ya beba onche na ya bagimo enchiremu me da se pa awie
yo me ni aba me so me da
Abusianfo Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa Notom Rashebedwani na otesi ne no edi nkomo efa emu bi a osusu se enye papa nanso yaso ade akọ school mu ama enkoda no according to ne nkomo a twetwe yen se enkoda no di mu na wi kra na yesa kwa homa so ye ne so afọ abedi akira ohwe nwumasua so Reverend John Intim Fojo ye ne no ebo enkomo e de afasa asem kro ya eho asafo awia asomdwe nkan wo
ankan asomini aba na pom to say
Yesu adom bibia dedin mejidi sanopai ye no di nkomo e wo Nit FM Ghana munti adwumadi so ma asasemi ekopie ho e ma oka se nokure bia ennim na enkomo a ye ne yewura Okujeto Ablakwa atwetwe awia yi woda so egina babia wugina se asemi emu a enye papa asai na mosan aye repackaging e de agu ade foforo mu expiry date bi eni ho ma supply e de ama schools ahodo e wo Ghana ha sa asemi se moda so gina babia mugina se nya nokre
Mini aba medo asile bre di kan midi Okujeto Ablakwa ho ya opa e won tro o twitwa already so ono waji dini e wo Ghana hands and tro no betwa de gu binimu animu afen se me so no de badia ni pa Osman won kan tell no se on so si ne media obobo won allegation ho nyina is neither here nor there meet if okoye does it have minutes of that records being was a meeting home. At what point NFD for the bread man said, or why if you want to see now why one find the Ubia or rebagge rice. He should bring all those letters. No one said baby corona yakushia.
Bravo.
Sabe oh baba can be a group and was radio so national I'll be also that's why somebody's hard earned reputation. You should look at transfer.
Honorable. Hello, Honorable.
I'm with you.
Aha. Yanini din komono o chechiremu ese on the 29th of December 2023. And Ashanti Regional FDA. Womo enkrata asem adimu no womo ekohu saa eniema ne fi Lamens investment for no womo enchen iti no kra na ma womo gina so ebo womo ka 150,000 Ghana cedis na saa ena nka womo sha womo se 15,000 bags of mono womo ebe sei no na wochesa manwosem mu ne eniema bi ekoso enti kan ba 100,000 Ghana cedis ya on the 3rd of January 2024 and Lamens for no equal to 50,000 cedis krata edaso FDA krata so edaso na baby a wo ho ba mu no 1st and 2nd February wo mo ba beche saa aduane no wo mo se wo na wo ya we pa se anuane no asai
so na me ya we kwan ben so na me ya we FDA for chro bread me say wo ma ko test bi wo aduane bi ho aduane no unwholesome asai na me can say aduane na say kra na me no my meeting say aduane ko kra school mu ana
they no can say They no can say now kra na wo tu jagum say omonye no monko cha aduane ne ntem.
And I take judicial notice of that. And the lawyer for the throne, not the prove baby. Me ma order say omonko supply aduane ni mu. Baby ase ano. O ye wa man yourself na so pese ugu obi anu ase a. Eni say ma o fa ho di sa. Eni pa wo no I suputon and some ne mbumbu mu a. Eni train some no ba be kan radio so. I support over $325 million scandal a buy in the year 2013. And they not share and trust them all kind of good people's heart and reputation.
Way that's
and he found one to them say and he found FD for the MCI and he found that meeting taking place. And it is never true. I have told you, say. Sabi. FD enquire test. I will be answer say aduane e wo secondary schools are mofra AD at any point. Aye aduane aye unwholesome. I spy anything correct. At no point have we received any communication from FD. Every nibria so one we test. As is FD for test. Say aduane bi e wo schools. Na aduane no enye aduane di mu asan koradia who feel say comment na wa komo enjoy.
Oh but say on the 6th of February FDA the krata babontin on the 6th of February say aduane no
Ministry of Education and I am the main team for you
ministry
and to offer letter na ma na fa send me letter corona will say FDA for a year test a trophy test no just aduane we I spy and yet there's some credit. I want to also throw or the bread main team for you. On first, I let no man, me want to say the team for you, the team minister for education. We are bringing to your notice that the quiet test our school way, and the only way you test it, any more some credit, and to go free, I main team for your man act upon it. On first, I let an emra. Many about we have no so be bolding. That's what I'm going to you have every right to redeem your image.
No correct.
What do you make now radio so and you can't drop and mummy Sabi when now for mason beer they drew a point they drew a battle says one obi apel or person a party baby no acquire this deal acquire the deputy one until new man and you know correct ground no ma concordo and they are coming more cronies fakona fakugun for anyone say a woman sounds to the old target here will be a sensitive and nipa no do affected no a dozen and to run a quack for some and Tinona obi di na ehwehwemu ya muyi I am telling you on authority and ehwehwemu no be ko na wie nipa kuo whoever o person muyi ehwehwemu ye be ba be wie saa ehwehwemu be wie be bosomi mienu miensa on sensia ji no na akowie se no kure bi ani enso na nipa obo ni di gu na numa so no ba gu na numa se awie se no kure bi e wo ba bi so bia ense enfata wo mremu a emra ne wo kwa wo ne na be fa so what can now evidence be say company B as a baby sabi any more na say no cry I'm running why this are for no a pass so why don't you just take them through the process no cry I will say FD4 I finally will be so illegality and I say FD4 for beer or ye be sabi boom branso why don't you take the person through Mrano said they were working court to Niho police station Niho Sabi, why not do be could not court to be fresh judge is any pay free? If it is true and they have their evidence, he should go ahead and do his prosecution. Maybe they know they before for a scandal be more and a propaganda so the nyapa and no amount for I am saying on record on your radio, say FD at no point and throw me letter. Say why test be on any beer a school one I spy home. I mean, team for you, my acting upon it. At no point has FBA held any meeting with me. At no point has FBA written to me or held any meeting with me. Say, if you be a school anymore, until I bring it to the attention of the ministry. Now, only a DC also, my acting upon it. There's never such meeting. There's never been any such involvement in any allegation I will transfer at the group of so. Yeah. I want that to be clear.
Okay. Reverend, you betu ho anamon e free sabre ko bibini a ye besan aba wo nchen bio. Ye da se awi. I was for Reverend John Intim Fojo, Deputy Minister of Education. Now, what is Yaneno Edi and Comono na Sansemia Abbey no Midi say you make who do be brain, who boom, you make conos, woman yaman on it, woman yana or Ghana ha. Into ye bebo a common chain, not the woman biano, ye be featuring na yedeno creno ababetu ija utie kasebo ewo peace 104.3 yeda ye ho ahomeso yeba yebetoaso.
Dr. Baumian once said,
teachers are suffering, teacher trainees are suffering, nurses are suffering, and nursing trainees are suffering, patients are suffering, students are suffering, traders are suffering, pensioners are suffering, drivers are suffering, contractors are suffering, civil servants are suffering, and farmers are suffering. Fishermen are suffering, and industries are suffering. Artisans are suffering, and kayaye are suffering. The disabled are suffering, and men are suffering. Women are suffering, and children and Ghanaians as a whole are suffering.
Vote John Dramani Mahama for president. Trustworthy, honest, and reliable. Vote for change. Choose the umbrella. Vote John Dramani Mahama and the NDC.
So I come out show and I bought peri. The Bronican hard bear no. Edian as a saw that's how yam so atim so
Woba packing a farmer Martin's liver salt techira kwai and tem eshiensu glass mo at Martin's liver salt no back one no na would gum.
Ubehu say who a glass in mu na one no Martin's liver salt you an orange flavor and a baconsia plain.
One more Hubato Nemum Edina nu na hunto wa who doctor.
The pandemic has had a generally deleterious effect on the economy of African nations. This has devastated many African economies and sunk them deeper into unsustainable debt and economic downturn.
Rofokasa Akane Mampeni John Mahama Ekanu nyina ene se COVID-19 na ebaye no amawiase nyina ya Ghana so eka ho aye den yi na ama omambia sikasem aye basa amemu aye den nanso campaign yidure de wadana no wasi MPP for na asay economy abato ho faso na wopana moma yenyi okandinia odi no pre to abama NPP to abama number 1 to abama Baumia.
Etiani ne desi. Acho the food be fire. You hear say Electoral Commission they do some exhibition thing?
Exhibition? What be that one do again?
This our EC and their big English. Is this exhibition even necessary?
I don't know self. Look, isn't that our boss from the EC? Okay, my people.
I couldn't help but overhear your discussion about the upcoming exhibition. Let me explain one or two things to you. You see, the officers who register voters are human beings. They are not machines. You understand? So sometimes they might make mistakes when entering your information.
So how would this affect us?
You might live in Kaswa, but then they would accidentally select Ayawaso as your district. Or even they can mark you as a female when you are a man.
Assemble.
Go and check that your name is in the register. Say, with details so a correcto perfecto. That is why we are doing this registration.
What if my name isn't there at all?
My brother, don't worry at all. You can ask them for your name to be included in the register once you have your voter's ID card. You can also ask for the correction of a wrong sex. You are male, but they have written that you are female. So you give it to them and they correct it on the card for you.
Really?
Go and fix it very quickly. Midday, who's how you're Bema? Now we'll catch you with your female.
Where?
What is you? Remember, we all make mistakes. That be why the laws they make provision for the exhibition. So say the EC go fit correct all the errors. The EC they ensure say we get clean and credible register. So make you go check your details quick crowd. Or you go fit dial the short code *711*51# So say you go check your details. You check in there, you go fit check till elections. The 2024 voters register not here. It be finchim correcto perfecto.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Awusanfo ya makwaba ede ba prem to breakfast boy so aha ene ede kase bo nyina esie midin ede mame bia makwafo mena medna se ede kase bono ebremo na yede asede ne kabia ma MTN 4G plus mesewa internet connectivity no opede ebe dem prong amawa choose MTN tabunet no eno ene beboa we dey for you everywhere you go siuzi eba center won edisibi men capsules eye memedru sonko a eboa memma bebre ma womo etimidwun so yie ma omo baba won afe nso sebia prostate disorder bi na eya edidi aba ho ana no so sibi men capsules ebeboa pa oba wo fichi ko nsema ABC basa sibi women capsules so ho no mo a ebedi aboa ebeboa ama watimi ayo basima kama sibi soap nso ye pedicure etwi ye na ho wonanti na papai anase aye wichiria fa sibi soap etwitwi na eho nyina ebetwetwa kama na wonanti no aye smooth ama wo de to chawo mo a aye akono ba bi eto no bia wo a ubenya enre bi ato eto phone 0247111671 and 0246 578-750. Yeah, what this sweet chocolate drink a radio here a insushi specialized natural mineral water bojunsu and a best point savings and loans. Wada Roma and Otaichi a medical sebono a besomo yadamunyana se amamu eniti.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.